Hi everyone!
Hey.
Welcome to Bespoke Beardly, the spoiler review for Rogue One. Always, we are here with our gentlemanly attire. Everything for drink of the week. We have Johnny Walker Red Label, because for poor people like us, this is all that we can afford.
To 2017 and
To 2017.
celebrities not dying.
Mhm.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher.
Fine peace with a
To
force.
you and your homies.
You were my first crush.
To everyone out there, this will be a spoiler review of Star Wars Rogue One. If you haven't seen the movie, pause this right now, go to the cinema, watch it. First off the bat, I really liked it.
Yeah! Fuck yeah. You're allowed to say the F word.
I don't know, I'll probably have to bleed.
That's fine. So every time we say just to...
Yes, I actually did like it very much. It can be, I dare to say, one of my favorite Star Wars franchise films. Favorite and best fan film ever made. Because that's essentially what it is. It's
out of the 3 spin-off movies that have been made, because for those of you that don't know, there's 2 spin-off movies with Ewoks in there. Yeah, the one with the girl, and then another one with the same girl, but everyone dies.
Okay.
It's basically Heidi in space. So yes, it is definitely the best fan film ever made. Because I mean, this is a film made by fans of the franchise. You know, if you ask 10-year-old me, watch a Star Wars movie without any lightsabers in it, you know, I'm gonna look at you and say, but then...
I have to consider that was one of my first concerns. When the trailer came out and I saw Rogue One, I wasn't really interested to go see it. Because of that very reason. Not even 10 minutes in or something, that concern completely went away.
Because of Donnie Yen.
Yeah, pretty much done.
Because Donnie Yen,
Yeah.
holy...
There's another
Holy.
R2D2 for me. So let's start with what we liked.
Yeah. It's the first Star Wars that actually makes it feel like war. Now yes, there's 6 whole movies in this franchise called Star Wars. What separates this one from the Jedi ones is the complete lack of Jedi, the complete lack of a moral compass. And what that allowed in the story is to show the fallibility of the heroes, you know, like they're flawed people.
The token white guy hero guy, the Finn of Rogue One. Basically, there's a scene at the very beginning. He's trying to get information, and he pretty much straight up kills a guy. And that's a theme that actually reoccurs throughout the entire movie, where these people have to do things that they don't necessarily. That's not squeaky clean. It's not your squeaky clean hero approach to doing things, and it's actually quite fresh to see that in a Star Wars film where the good guys are overly good and the bad guys are overly cartoonishly.
In Star Wars, it's definitely new. And what the danger was, and I remember reading this in Empire magazine when I heard Rogue One was coming out, the danger of that was I saw Disney is going to make this like PC version of these squeaky clean characters. They had moments in it where I felt, wow, you really pushed this, like, you know, machine gun Asian dude shooting the stormtrooper in the head. I'm like, no one would do that. I'm like, okay, Malcolm Reynolds would do that, but
yeah, not necessarily for this.
But Obi-Wan wouldn't.
And
so
a lot of people are comparing this to The Force Awakens, which I think is a little unfair.
Yeah,
there are some similarities that needs to be mentioned, but I don't think it's really relevant, which is kind of contradicting myself, isn't it? Have a strong female protagonist.
hashtag feminist.
Yeah, with some certain family dilemma event. Token male guy in the background wanting to save her, but she doesn't necessarily need to be saved because she can kick ass on her own.
Handle her.
As a character, I think the character of Jin was actually a very interesting character. When she's a girl and she sees her mother get killed and her father gets taken by and her life gets saved by, what's that guy's name?
Forrest Whitaker. Space Forest.
Space Forest
Can't
saves...
pronounce it.
Yeah.
Space Forest.
Space Forest saves Jin and Tonic's life. We cut then to when she's all grown up, and the first scene you see of her when she's grown up is she's in a prison. So already you know she's not Luke Skywalker, little Missy Ray on the planet trying to be all good. She's a badass.
She has sheen.
She has some sheen. There's a very interesting relationship between her and her father and Forrest Gump. Space Forrest. It's not a typical straightforward father-daughter relationship, and it's not that annoying Hollywood "I hate it" type of.
That came as a surprise to me, because
Really nice.
the moment when the dad left, the first thing I was expecting is them sitting at the rebel compound and her going, "My dad left me. Yeah, that's why I'm a strong, independent woman." No, like she has this affection towards her father and this conflicted emotion towards.
Maybe she does have
Space
it, and
Forest.
she never just really comes out and say it. But it's nothing that's overly.
Like, I don't know what she feels, and I think that's great because she doesn't know what she feels either.
Other things that I like. This movie is shot beautifully. The bar of CGI, especially if you look at the T-88s, how they
I think
blend in.
they have a different name here. It's like a TAAT.
Yeah, something like
Titty-
that. But the walker thing.
Titty walkers.
Yeah. The way that they blend in with the background, the compositing in this film is next level. It looks real. Except for one character. Actually two. Tarkin. And you see Tarkin for the first time when he's kind of looking into a reflection. And
Into space. Space reflection.
that looked so cool. It's like, it's Tarkin. And then it turns around, and the first thought that you have in your head is, oh, that's CG. It's not that it's bad. It's not that it's bad. But you can see it's CG. That's the problem with it.
In its defense, 3D motion capture, you know, coming from a 3D background, two things they had to fight on. And it's the first one is we both know Peter Cushing's dead.
Yeah.
So when I see him, my suspense of disbelief goes home. Purely 3D perspective, technically, etc. I think the sculpting of the face is masterful. The texturing is a thing of beauty. The rigging, like holy shit, actually. But the problem with all of these things is they remain digital. It's not a human face. No matter how hard we try, there will always be that uncanny valley. Had they chosen a different shot as the opening shot, and they stuck to medium shots instead of extreme close-ups, I think that was sort of the director and RLM going, look at what we can do.
3D magic.
Magic, But having said that, again, we can't fault, or at least I will not fault the 3D team for not at all, because it's a marvel to be able to do that in 3D, animated, motion capture it.
Brings me up also to one of my other complaints is the editing of it, the pacing of it. The first and second act, not so much the second act, but mostly the first act feels like it drags a bit.
It's only in the third act that everything comes together, and then then the third act happens, and we see what I feel is the best star battle I've seen from Star Wars. Now this was actually pioneered with the famous trench run in A New Hope, but they never could take it to the level that they wanted because the motion tracking computer software, it was just very limited. And we have everything that Lucas was trying to instill in the original film to the extent that we can see it. And because of that, the actual sheer energy, the dynamic movement, etc. of the starfighters, of the TIE fighters in the battle was fantastic. Because the one problem I had with the original trilogy, episodes 1, 2, 3, they're space battles, etc. Because you have to have a space battle if you're in Star Wars. It was a lot of camera, and then I see things moving around over here, and that makes it feel static and boring. And I look at it from an aloof point of view, so I'm not engaged. I don't feel frightened or engaged. Here, they took the camera and they parent the camera to the jet, to the TIE fighter, and it's flying with it. And
spoiler alert, everyone dies at the end.
I would have liked to see fish people.
Yeah.
Bug-eyed fish people dying. Just that would have made me happy.
Something
Dead
about
fish people.
Darth Vader. Darth Vader is not really one of my favorite villains of all time, but it's one of the villains that I've known for the longest. Now, he never really frightens me. Because I think in the originals, it was more to showing that he's not human. He has no humanity in him.
Yeah,
okay?
He's more machine now, man.
If I'm just reading that, whatever. I was shitting myself.
I mean, he went full John.
And also,
Wick
it was from the point of view of the people shooting at him.
Yes, yes.
So you feel like he's coming towards you. It was straight. It was from his point of view and from their point of view.
Yes.
Straight line.
I
Why
agree.
can't you use him more?
Because they're assholes. They're like abusive boyfriends that
Exactly.
don't call you.
In wrapping up, I have to say that it's definitely one of my top picks for 2016.
Oh, hands down, definitely.
Top
yes.
picks for 2016 can for me be seen side by side with A New Hope. If you haven't seen it, check it out. We haven't even introduced ourselves yet.
Do we have to?
Once again, welcome to the first episode to Bespoke Beardly. I'm Barend,
I'm Thinus.
and we have beards. Play Bard.
Bard.
Okay,
This was no klaar.
I think so.